podcast 9.5, I guess.
9.5.
Because we overdid the fucking hour time limit. But I was getting into my fucking anxiety that 6 months ago, maybe 7 months ago, I really just started getting over and like learning to manage because of like meditation and working out and shit. And what started it really was my son being born. That fucking really, like, if you have any like question on what you need to do with your life, having a kid's like, alright, well, I guess this is what I'm doing. You know, you don't really, unless you're a piece of shit, like, that's what you're doing now, you know? So, yeah, that helped a little bit, but, like, just figuring my own shit out, I think, is really what helped. And this got cut out last time, but I was saying that I fucking cut out all caffeine. Like, I don't even drink tea. I never use fucking energy drinks or anything. I used to be a fucking like a NOS fiend. Every fucking day I drank NOS. Cherry NOS to be exact. That was my shit. I love cherry NOS. I'd fucking drink that shit right now if it wasn't full of caffeine and giving me anxiety attacks. But for the most part, that shit's like under control now for me. But I don't fuck with caffeine or like no extra sugar or nothing.
Yeah.
I'm losing weight steadily. And I'm fucking, I don't know, I'm happier than I've ever been. So my shit is working for me.
It's because you're reaching those goals you set for yourself.
Exactly.
You may not have an exact weight limit you want to be at, but you're losing weight, so you see the positive.
Yeah, and
you're
really
doing good for yourself.
My intention was never really to even lose weight. It was just to fucking like do something and feel better, you know? Because like a lot of people don't even think about it, but like your body is made to move. You know, you're supposed to do shit physical every day. You don't have to fucking like work your ass off and sweat all day, but you need to do something.
Even if it's a 15-minute walk.
Exactly.
Walk around the block. You walk around the block. Good job.
Up and down the farm road for you guys. You know
exactly.
What I mean? Just
farm
something.
Road, or
just a quick walk.
Like to me, like I know it's just like I said in point one, I threw that on there for you. I'm all up for that. Like no abuse against vape gear. You know, I didn't want to crack your tank in the middle of this podcast. It was shit, hey.
Yeah, that would have been catastrophic, to say the least.
Exactly. But, I don't know. I forget where I was going with all that.
Yeah, man.
I was going somewhere with it.
I would like to say this out of the conversation we've had. I want to take interest in what you do, but I need to motivate myself to do it. I mean, I can only hear so much of it.
Yeah, man, I can help you a little bit, but a lot of it you gotta do yourself.
Oh, obviously. And I want to, now I feel like how things are kind of turning. My main focus, and I believe it or not, as corny as this sounds, I think this puppy might help me out with it, is because my main focus is to save money, bust ass at work, get through this peak season, stack up as much as I possibly can, keep grinding at keeping a steady flow going, have my emergency money saved up, and then by next summer, we can all three get a place, me, him, and his girlfriend.
That'd be good.
Be an interesting way for us to build our lifestyles and keep us moving.
And nowadays, you know, a lot of people try to like stray away from that, but people, like, I feel like that's the way people are supposed to live.
Yeah,
you know,
you're supposed to start off with roommates, who you consider your best friend.
That and, like, tribes back in the day. You know what I mean? A long time ago, you lived with your group of people. You lived in a fucking tent, 3 feet from each other.
Right.
That was it.
Yeah.
You know? Now, like, you live in a city, and they live on the other side of town.
Yeah.
A football field or 3 away.
A whole different city.
Or even,
Or I live in Circleville, you live in Tarleton.
Completely, yeah. I think it would be better for society as a whole if everybody got in their groups, and then all the groups communicated.
Dude, that would be so cool.
You know what I mean?
That would be so cool. Like, if Kevin allowed his property to be opened up, multiple drive-ins, bro, open those acres out, have, like, roads in the back, like, have them, like, all the way out in his cornfields,
I'm sure if he
out.
could get that whole field beside his house,
right.
That's what it would be.
That would be
It would just be a giant family lot.
It would just...
And I think that's, like, everybody from around here's dream, is
yeah.
a giant family lot, like a party lot for everybody to fucking play volleyball and get fucked
Go
up.
out front, and then out front is on the other side of your front
still
yard.
Have your own.
Right.
Your own space, you know?
Because in the end, that's all it really is. You get your own place, you just want that space. You want that privacy.
Yeah.
And I put a lot of thought behind this shit because I was at to the point where I'm like, I can't live with them. At a point in my day in my head, I was like, I couldn't do it. I would be intruding on them with their own kind of building process. But their mentality sets with themselves, it's a companionship. They're close to each other, they're best friends, they love each other, they're strong. They're not necessarily family-based minded right now.
Exactly.
Their heads are to have a good time, to live life, steady flow, and have a good, just, you know.
One of me and Keanu's main goals is to, I know it sounds greedy, but make money and travel. You know, I want to see those parts of the world where they're like, man, this is so beautiful.
Yeah,
like, I want to see that, you know?
There's nothing greedy about that.
No.
Like, when you're born in an area like where we are, which is like in the center of the island we're on, you know, there really isn't much around. There's no mountains.
Yeah.
There really isn't much
Some
wildlife.
hills.
Like, there's deer and ducks and shit.
Yeah.
But that's like it. We got some chickens, like a wild turkey here and there.
Yeah,
No real
wild
wildlife.
turkeys, man.
Yeah,
They're populated.
Yeah, we got like no real wildlife. The most popular hunting in Ohio is fucking mushroom hunting.
Exactly.
So, like,
And well, I mean, you could get the wrong mushroom. Either you're gonna have a good time or a bad time.
exactly. But if, like, in Ohio, like, you need to travel. If you're gonna stay here forever, like if you're gonna live here, you gotta take the breaks. You gotta go see shit.
I mean, I definitely don't want to live in Ohio forever. You know, like when I see myself in like my 40s,
I do. This is my spot.
I love Ohio to death, but like something in me just wants to. I want to go to the mountains. You know, like not like just in the mountains, like barricade, like caveman style. Like, you know, I want to have like Tracy's grandparents. They have a cabin. I want their house on a mountain with a hot tub and a pool in my backyard.
But you also
That's what
have
I
to
want.
think about letting your dog out back too early in the morning or too late at night and having it eaten by an
I mean,
animal.
I'd have like a big old privacy fence and stuff like that.
Coyotes don't care.
Yeah, I understand all that, but
Like California coyotes.
I mean, I don't want.
I only call them California coyotes because they're West Coast coyotes are way bigger than Ohio coyotes. Ohio coyotes are like small huskies. You know what I mean? They're like maybe 2 feet high.
They're more like a fox.
4 feet long. You know.
Yeah.
California Western.
They're about this tall.
Mountain.
And they're fucking beefy, bro.
They're like small wolves, dog.
Yeah,
They're fucking scary. Yeah.
They're beefy.
Yeah, I mean, like, I understand.
There's
all that.
monsters out there that eat your fucking kids and your fucking dogs.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, that's all nuts, you know. But like that's some crazy shit out there.
Straight up.
But like, I mean, I would even be happy with like. See, I've always wanted for like when me and Kiana get our own place, like our own thing. Like when we get a place to call home, like I want it to be completely me, you know. Like so, like my idea to buy property, do a pole barn house. Which everybody's like, a pole barn house. Well, like, if you Google these, like, you could have a 6-car garage, a pool table room, an indoor hot tub, and all this stuff, and still have an upstairs and have a house 5 times bigger than a lot of people, you know? And it only costs you $40,000.
You can do a pole barn house with a, like, 20 by 20 attachment on the back for a spare room, and then you have a giant small warehouse that you can fill with square rooms, a second story that you can fill with more square rooms.
Or any shape of room you want.
Yeah, and if you want, you can put a balcony on the outside with a staircase, so you don't even have to put a stairwell on the inside and take up square footage.
Exactly. Or you'd have an
Pole
elevator.
barn usage is actually really fucking
in conclusion to that, pole barn houses are fucking dope.
Yeah. I mean, like, you could house 16 people and not see that person for 3 days in a row.
Exactly.
Like, you're like, man, I haven't seen him. I better go check on him.
Exactly.
And they're like, what you been doing? Oh, I've been all over the place. Well, where you been? Like, it's all kinds of
fucking
nuts.
Ricky alive on the West Wing? What is going on over there?
Like, have intercoms in the house. So, yeah. Becky?
Is dinner done over there, Becca?
Everybody meet in the living room. I repeat, everybody meet in the living room.
Which one?
Living room A. Living room A. I repeat, everybody meet in the living room A.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
One thing we skipped.
I hope to be successful.
Yeah, one thing we skipped was my 5-year thing. How I see myself in 5 years.
Yeah.
The way I see myself in 5 years, and I believe it will be this way. And it's as cocky as this sounds, but I think with the right kind of determination, with the right kind of strive, but at a steady pace, and don't get too ahead of myself. As long as I keep with it, keep everything at its silver lining. I believe in 5 years from now, I believe everybody is going to come together. I see us all together someplace, not necessarily a certain place. It could be. I see us all smiling, having a great time, no stress. I see myself not necessarily having the greatest money, but I see myself still following with my passion. I believe the music will still move. I believe the stages will pick up. I believe that the music and the writing that I put in, and like over a 50 years span, is my grandson and my grandkids or whoever. I believe they're going to pick it up and they're going to see what I'm trying to do, and I hope they respect it. I do, because I don't expect them to like be like so knowledgeable by it, because to them at that point of their times, what we are doing now won't mean anything to them.
Exactly.
So now with us doing this in the time as in the present, I believe that everything that we do as goal wise, it's like a checklist, you know.
Yeah.
And if what's taking the most time out of it all is and one thing Kevin taught me is patience pays off, and people that aren't patient for it don't get the actual satisfaction out of it, you know.
Yeah.
And with me, to be honest with you, I don't know why Kevin doesn't put me in the studio right now and try to get this EP done so he can have his artist released. That he, from that day one of me playing Old Man Once Said to him, I know he sees that in me. I know he feels that with me. I think he needs to do it, but at another point in my head, it's like, take your time, Trace. Take your time.
Other shit going on there too.
I know that too.
Yeah.
But
Well, you as an artist, you're hungry for it. You know,
Yeah.
you want it now. You want it.
Well,
But what he's trying to teach you is,
and that teaching process has already been taught.
yeah, I know.
And I was hungry. I was hungry as shit. I was so fucking ready to do it, but I was so ahead of myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready. I'm still not fully ready. If I recorded one of my songs in the studio, I probably won't tell them from that day forward that, hey, record it, put that out there, drop it right now. I want everybody in the whole entire city of Circleville to hear this song. I could post anything on Facebook. I could post little clips on Instagram, which I enjoy doing that for the peers and close people that I talk to. But if I actually release the song officially underneath as a labeled, because Kevin has all these plans to get us labeled and have us fucking ready to set out artists, which I'm curious on how that's going to be. Because to me it feels like it's literally doesn't matter about the puzzle pieces, it's the frame that goes around everything. And I feel like without that frame, I feel like I'd just be wasting my time.
With the structure and with the foundation that we're building now, instead of it being just Kevin, it's like a whole group of us. I think hopefully in the near future we'll get taught how to use all the equipment at the studio. You know, that way we can start helping run shit out there, since we're trying to get it off the ground. You know,
Yeah.
and get it moving.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Because other available times could be used. You know what I mean? There's so much more valuable time that we can literally use that.
Exactly. That's your guys' like 5-year.
That's literally
plans.
our goal.
And-
Is to
and
be able
our-
to continue that clockwork process. So when it's 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock, we got this artist coming in. At 7 o'clock until 9 o'clock, they're coming in, and at a 10 o'clock jam until 1 in the morning, there's a band coming in just to practice for a little
Exactly.
bit. So that we can keep that work, because you know Kevin is a busy guy. He's got a family. He's got his things he's got to look forward to. But the thing is, I don't have a family, like kids-wise, and Spencer doesn't have kids-wise, and it's awesome to be able to like have that brotherhood, because we're able to experience his lifestyles while still going with our own.
Yeah, we're all connected by that one piece.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
And,
that's fascinating in my opinion. That's why I love it. That's why I love everybody. That's why I was able to get so connected with everybody, is because when I come to Kevin's family get-togethers, I feel welcomed now.
Yeah.
My first year coming over, I was nervous as shit, quiet,
Well,
shy. I didn't know who to talk to.
From the outside looking into our parties, it's a scary fucking mess.
It's like, oh, what the hell are they
What
doing
is
over
even
there?
going on here? There's lights and fire and loud music and fucking what is even going on?
Kevin's dancing.
Yeah, somebody might be lit on fire.
Mhm.
Somebody's shooting fireworks, but everybody's having fun.
Everybody's having a good ass time.
Exactly.
Kids running around,
Yeah,
doing
it's-
crazy shit.
Yeah,
like,
but it's
should
all,
I take that knife from that kid running?
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, he's good.
Exactly. But it's all crazy shit. We have fun.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
from the inside, looking at it.
Life's a party, and that's how it should be. You know?
Straight
like,
up, yeah. You're
if-
only
I
here
mean,
once.
Like, if you live your life to sit at home all day, what's the point? You
Exactly.
know? Like, if you're not gonna... Like, that's why I love music festivals and everything so much. Like, when I get to go and just see everybody having a good time, like, I may not be having the best time at that moment, but the
Yeah.
next day I'm gonna look back and be like, well, I actually had a pretty good time.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, just like last weekend. There was some shitty acts, and I'll say it. There was some shitty acts, but there was some damn good acts.
Mhm.
And I mean, the ones that went out there and spilled their heart and showed their passion on that stage to play, when I felt that and I had nothing else to look forward to but sitting there after sweating my ass off and us busting ass, sitting there and enjoying it and just absolutely fascinated by their work.
Yeah,
to
man.
applaud them by their great masterpiece that they showed me. Originals. There's a group, it's brother and sister, they're called the Greater Goods. I am absolutely fucking fascinated by them and their work.
That's
They
what's
are
up.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like, amazing. And there's no way you can listen to them right
They
now.
harmonize really well.
Oh
and
my
everything.
gosh, they're so good, man. I would, and I told him, I said I would listen to you on a daily. I would have you on my phone. I would listen to you as a favorite artist right now. I don't want to hear anybody else. I'll
Yeah.
listen to him right now on the way back to Kevin's, dude.
Straight up.
They're so good. And Kenny Valentine, we ran sound for them. They're an older group. They're older gentlemen, but they play some damn good blues, man. And that guy,
Great.
he can play the freaking saxophone like no other. I mean, it is the best saxophone performer I have ever
That
heard.
duo band, the brother and sister,
Yeah.
the guitar player,
Mhm.
the brother, used to play with them back in the day.
Word.
So it was just like being able to feel all of that after that hard busting ass, like tributing to the community, like you were talking. It's like
Exactly.
I don't care.
That's what it's about,
Circleville,
man.
we'll go there. We'll set that stage up to bring
Exactly.
all of our families together and have a good time.
Yeah. If it's close, it's doable. Let's
Right.
do it right now.
Right.
Don't give a fuck.
It's all game from there.
Straight up. Yeah. But that's what to expect and our aspirations.
So any artist
What's-
out there
What's next
in Ohio,
though? Like, I guess I want to say recent, but near future, I guess. We got all this pumpkin show shit. We got fucking Wally Jam. What are we doing next year? Do we know?
Stage
Any of that?
rentals.
Yeah,
we'll
stage
do
rentals
We'll be doing
and-
pumpkin show every year.
Hopefully adding stages.
Trying to get more fairs and festivals underneath our belt. So
Hopefully my music's gonna drop probably June,
hopefully-
July.
Hopefully.
and if
I
we
mean-
can, what we've been talking about is an artist festival.
Mhm.
We've been talking about something. It was
A guy-
actually
a
brought
guy
up from
at
a guy
work.
Yeah.
His name's Luke. I don't know his last name, but his name's Luke.
Luke Gordon.
He's a real good guy.
Damn good guy.
He lives in Groveport.
Mm-hmm.
Good guy. He wants to do a festival that brings art and music together and call
Yeah.
it Artist Fest.
Mhm.
So pretty much what you do is set up tents, and painters, photographers, and everything, and even makeup artists are set up in this tent, and you can sit down and get your makeup done, or she could have models standing there, and you walk by and just examine everybody's
Yeah.
stuff and just pay to get in. You
Yeah.
know? But then you also have a stage set up where there's rappers, rock artists, country artists, all kinds of artists on the stage.
Exactly.
Yes, because
Just
art it can be
doing what
developed.
they do the best. Because like everybody, I feel like people like you're their guitar player or singer. You know, like yeah,
Mhm.
there's people call them artists. What artists do you listen to? But like they never take into consideration for the people that just do art.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and not
They
just
paint-
from
they
painting,
paint the picture.
from
Straight
clothing,
up.
from fabric making, from any sort of art, from craftsmanships, from a fucking blacksmith making steel. It doesn't matter. If you have
Yeah.
any form of art, from ink, yes,
Yep, straight
any
up.
kind of art, because that way it would finally be able to break that fucking bubble that people were in. And that
Exactly,
bubble is everybody's like, oh, it has to be placed in a genre, or it has to be split up, it has to be. Just
Exactly.
like you can't mix your peas with your fucking mashed potatoes.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. It's all mashed together in one
You're-
thing.
you're-
You are art as
yeah,
yourself
you're
if you
gonna
decide
eat
to
it
put
and shit
yourself
it
in
all
those
out
shoes.
anyway.
Right.
Exactly.
So I think what we're going to need to do is get a hold of Luke Moore and really bash brains together, because that artist festival would be an amazing thing for people to do, because it would get all those fucking communities of people together.
And there's a small thing that I'm wanting to do probably early next summer, and like for the if the album actually happens for the entire group and for other artists in and around Circleville, literally of any genre. I want to do probably some kind of small show that I want to get set up next summer.
Like a
great.
Something like that.
Just to have multiple genres of music collaborating.
One thing I realized, like, throughout just a couple shows I've done, people show up just for certain bands, you know? Because, like, you start off and there'll be 40 people there hanging out. Next thing you know, there's 120. Now you're back down to 40.
Yeah, you're gonna have the groups that come in for bands, and then you have the groups that just come for the party, you know?
Yeah.
And then you have the groups that literally just come
just to see what's up.
Just to see what the fuck's going on. Hey, what's all these cars doing here? $5? Fuck it, I'll come in. Like, that's what it is. It's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to keep going. I feel like only us in today's society has to be able to break those latches that we're on. Break those latches, get away from that box that you're trapped in.
That's it.
Open those doors up, open the windows, and let the breeze come in.
In your mind.
For real.
Knock them fucking things down.
Yeah, it's because even if you go to, like my white, scrawny little ass, I feel completely comfortable to go to a fucking, I'll go to a Lil Wayne concert. Damn straight I'd go to a Lil Wayne concert.
Absolutely.
I mean, I would feel 100% comfortable. But there's so many people that would be like, in that concert, would they go to a Breaking Benjamin concert?
Yeah, probably not.
No. I mean, it's okay with the music aside, but let's say a festival where these people can come hear this artist, and then they can branch off and just walk over here and see country little thing going on.
Oh, fuck. And there's a comedy tent?
And there's a comedy. Let's go over here. Everybody come, family, come on. Come in here in this tent. Let's go have some food. Oh my God, there's more artists. What would we do? That would be the greatest fucking time.
Exactly. Ever. Yeah, that would be dope.
That'd be dope. Like, you know how they do like the I've been talking to Kev about doing like a tattoo party type deal. So you know how they do like Friday the 13th tattoos? Come in, get a $13 tattoo. That's like a little witch on a broomstick. Yeah. You know. Well, get a selection of tattoos. Have like a $5 setting, a $10, and a $20. You know, you can come in and get a tattoo from 6 inches, 8 inches tall, and whatever that is option. Like, you can come in and get a SpongeBob, or you can come in and get a Nike swoosh. You know, so and they'd all be different prices, but like have music involved too.
Yeah,
you know,
that'd be cool.
That would be a good time.
Or you could literally just throw tattoo artists into the fucking artist festival, and painting, that kind of art.
Yeah.
Fucking
from street art too. I want to see those graffitis, bro. I want to see it all. I want to see people come in and blow
we'll all
my
get
fucking
together
mind.
and do a movie, and we'll premiere it that night.
Oh my God.
Let's do it.
And we'll fucking
let's call it.
We'll end on that note. We're gonna fucking make a movie.
And after that happens, the artist festival will be the biggest fucking
thing. We're gonna make the fucking biggest artist festival in the history of Ohio.
Of artists.
Let's fucking do it.
Straight up. Alright, everybody be nice to each other. That's all I got for today.